The more hits we play, the more hits we get. URLradio.net. Stacey Sturm, welcome back to Woman Power Hour on URL Radio. Still in the studio with Belle Nibel and Tone-Lise Stensley talking about Body Talk. Good afternoon again, ladies.
Good afternoon, Stacey.
Now, you guys actually have a presentation coming up here soon, don't you?
Yes, we do. We have one. We try to do one every month.
Okay.
And it's a free presentation because we realize this is a new modality and we need to educate people as to how it works.
Yes.
You know, why we're so passionate about it. So our next presentation will be on Wednesday, July 13th.
Okay.
It goes from 6:30 to 8. We try to keep it to that time frame. And it will be at Lifeways, which is the building just south of Gateway Mall between Wells Fargo and Comfort Suites. 1001 Gateway Avenue.
Okay.
It used to be Frames Plus.
Be cautious of Gateway Avenue.
It is a
lots of
nasty
bumps.
street, isn't
yeah,
it?
you have to watch out.
They're starting to take it. And if you're in our front window at Lifeways, you would be looking at Famous Labels across the street at
Sure.
Gateway Mall. You could see Sears. You're right into that area that's into
you're
there.
south of Gateway Mall.
And
We
also
do-
let me give the phone number to Lifeways. What were you going to add?
I was
with
going to
the
add what the
direction?
presentation is. We do a slide presentation explaining even simply what Body Talk is and how it can work for you. And then for everybody who's there, we do a drawing and somebody gets to be the lucky recipient of an actual session. And
That's cool.
even if you are not the winner of the actual session, everyone who's in the room, everybody who's there will benefit because the energy is there for everyone. So you learn whether you're on the treatment table or if you're sitting there in the audience watching what's happening. It's a real non-threatening way to learn what Body Talk is all about and how comfortable it is.
Well, and it's nice because people will hear about it on the radio or they might have heard about it from a friend, but you don't really get it until you see it or you go through it. Then all of a sudden it clicks with you and you get it. But until then, you can only sort of imagine.
That's a great
You
way.
really have to see it
because
to believe it.
even while we're talking here and trying to describe it, saying that you're laying down, and you could be sitting up if you want to, but you get to see that it really, there is nothing to it as far as you are concerned. You are very comfortable, you're very relaxed, and it's easy for you. And it is at 1001 Gateway Avenue, and the phone number is
751-3271. And we do like people to call and just reserve a spot so we know how many are coming. We have a limited seating. So, or you can email us at staff@bodytalkforyou.com. Everything's spelled out. So either email us or call us at 751-3271 and just let us know if you're interested in the presentation.
And once again, it's free. It's not like a sales plug. You're not getting their people there so that you can sell them something. You just want to show them Body Talk.
And if you come, you get $10 off a session
Sweet.
that you could have with Tone-Lise or with me. That is how passionate we are about this. You can't buy anything there at all that night.
Sweet. Nice. That's going to be good. So let me ask you guys a little bit more about Body Talk. What do you have some case studies or anything you want to share with me of something that you've done recently? Something that's come up, something interesting?
And maybe if we could just go even out a little bit from that
For sure.
one. I was asked this morning, just what can Body Talk help?
Yeah.
I think that's a real great question. And I countered it with asking the person a question because most of the time they do have something specific in mind. And that person had acne. You're talking about a 40-year-old person.
Oh, I'm there. I just bought a new face wash today. I'm like on my third different face wash. And I know a lot of it's my diet and I need to clean that up. So ladies, don't lecture me. But and the stress. I know the stress has been a big factor.
That was where I would have put it first. Is
the stress
onto
the stress and then the diet. But it's like I never thought, like, it's worse than when I was a teen. And I've talked to a lot of women who it's been that way too.
And that's a great example then. If you were to say to me, okay, it's acne that you're concerned with, your body doesn't even know what acne is. It's the name that we gave it.
Exactly.
It just knows that there is something out of balance that the body is not coping with, that the body is not allowing the immune system to react to, that the brain, the wonderful brain that we talk about is not connected, not communicating to the area that is supposed to be taking care of the skin. and therefore it comes out into what we call a symptom, and the symptom is acne.
Yeah.
Does
And I
BodyTalk
want to
help?
just add one thing. We have a tendency to want one cause to the problem.
Right.
Okay.
It's easier to
my
understand.
acne is caused by diet, or my acne caused by hormonal balance,
Mm-hmm.
and the list goes on. What we're finding in BodyTalk is most often there's contributing factors.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to add another aspect of BodyTalk, because it could be, as you said, it could be diet, it could be hormonal change we're going through, it could be stress, but it could also be on a consciousness level. BodyTalk is called actually consciousness-based medicine. So what do we associate with the skin? Now, the skin is the largest organ we actually detoxify through. But we also have the expression of being thin-skinned or thick-skinned.
Right, yeah.
And sometimes when we beat ourselves up a lot, or we feel that others beat ourselves up, that is a part of, that could come up in connection with the skin.
Ah.
So it's just an emotion, that mind-body connection. In BodyTalk, we work very much, it's very much a holistic approach. So there may be other aspects that we also need to address.
And even another example to add to that, too, on the skin. The skin not only being the largest organ, it's also our number one protector. It's our protection that's onto there. If suddenly you have, say figuratively, a hole in that protection, energy is coming out of you. You're losing energy, and what in the world could be coming in, too? There could be a collision. Again, we're into that consciousness part of it. We don't see ourselves as that at all,
Right.
of that happening. You see the acne.
Yes.
BodyTalk addresses the fact that there are many, many different layers, many different levels, and many different causes. I like that word. That could be causing the acne.
That's true. I think about 100 things right now that could probably be causing my acne.
And I love that example, Belle, especially now knowing what you've gone through,
Yeah.
Stacey.
and not feeling safe, or not feeling maybe protected, at
Yeah,
least for a
feel
while.
protected.
You're in a home, your family is safe, but it's not your home.
No, it's not.
So we list on our website on www.bodytalkforyou.com, we list a whole bunch of things that we believe BodyTalk can help, because we do not medically diagnose, we do not cure, there's nothing, we do not do that at all. But there is a list of a good 24 things, and we could add acne to it. It's not in there. We can add almost anything, because we are working with you. We're working with that body and that mind communication at a level that we don't think about all the time, at that consciousness level.
And it's not just to cure acne, it's to restore health. And then once you get your health restored, a lot of the other things will just sort of fall into line.
If you think, like I always like to use the example, if you think about whatever you come in for, okay, Stacey, you say you have the acne. If you think of that only as a symptom,
Yeah.
you don't take any ownership of it,
Yeah.
you don't identify with it, you just know it's ugly, it's horrible, it's icky, you don't like to see it. But if you do it that way, yet you know something can be done, and especially going back to the process of BodyTalk, the natural ability to heal.
Yeah.
The body's natural ability to heal, getting it into balance.
Very good. Well, thanks, ladies. Anything else you want to talk about before we get out of here? We got a couple minutes.
I really encourage everybody to come to the presentation. We have had a lot of good testimonies on people who have come to that to understand what BodyTalk is. I always tell people it's the best 2 hours you could spend, 15 minutes in, 15 minutes out, and 90 minutes. We're very conscious of the time. We respect people's time on that. It is on Wednesday, July 13th at 6:30.
Okay.
Okay, just want to talk a little bit. If you would like to go, if you have a friend that has done sessions with us, and you just want to come with, and it's okay with your friend or family member, I'd love to have people sit in on a session.
Oh, okay.
And that can actually make the session stronger, especially if there's a positive energy. I mean, if they're there to prove it doesn't work, probably they should not be in the room.
Right.
But if you're simply curious and want to see a live, that's another way you can experience a session.
Oh, that'd be a great idea.
So, but yeah, we love to have you there at the presentation. We're very non-pressure. You can just come and say, I just want to ponder this, or you may want to give it a try.
We open the floor to questions. We want you to question it, especially if something isn't making sense. We try to add a little bit of humor to it and keep it lighthearted because it's different.
Yeah.
It's different. We are giving you a different way of thinking. We're breaking that habit.
Yes.
It is something different. So it's an adventure. It's fun.
So if people want to book a session, what's the number once again to book a session with you guys?
Okay, call 751-3271. So 701 first, 751-3271, and you'll get LifeWays. There's a receptionist there, and she books for several health practitioners. So just tell her you're interested in BodyTalk. And we are there from 9 to 6 all days, except Friday from 9 to 5, and then every other Saturday in the morning. So we're available. And if you don't know who to go to, just pick a time that works for you. Another way you can contact us
is by email, going to the website, bodytalkforyou.com, and we have a contact us on the left-hand side that you can get into there and email. Both Tone-Lise and I will get the email. Also, if you are not a computer person and it is the late at night or in the evening, there is a 24-hour answering machine that's at LifeWays Clinic. You can leave your name, number, and the receptionist will come get back to you the next morning.
And I just also want to encourage you to check out our website. It's very easy to navigate, bodytalkforyou.com, put together by a dear friend of ours and a wonderful webmaster. And so check it out.
Check it out because sometimes when we're talking about something that we're so passionate about, we understand it exactly what we're saying.
Yeah.
We know how this works. We have tried to do that same thing on that website to put these explanations in there to give you testimonies. Let's talk a bit about the testimonies. People who have seen the success, have felt the success, have experienced the success of BodyTalk. We've given you different things to look at. We talk about ourselves into there. If you want to see our pictures, if you want to know who we are. And I always think that anytime you can put a little identity into a voice, it just makes it a lot more comfortable for the person. So check out that website. It is wonderfully done. We do have the best webmaster in the entire world.
BodyTalkforyou.com, right?
All words. So
right.
just FOR rather than the number 4.
Well, thanks for coming in, ladies.
As always, Stacy,
pleasure.
lots of fun.
It was good to see you again, and we will talk to you guys later. And if you guys have any questions for Belle or Tone-Lise, make sure you email me, Stacy at urlradio.net. That's STACY at urlradio.net. And I will pass it along to them.
And if
We'll
you
share
feel
with
like asking questions, write at staff at
Sure.
bodytalkforyou.com, ones that you want addressed on the radio. Or if you're listening to the radio, we'd love to hear that you're listening to us on the radio.
Email them and let them know as well. All right, we'll talk to you guys later.
Thank
Manpower Hour is coming up next, so stick around. They're going to be in right at 3. And I don't think you want to email them any questions. That's never good territory. The Manpower Hour. It's bad.
Well, we work with
Could
men
be scary.
too. We're
So
not
stick
afraid
around.
of men.
They're coming up next right now. Bismarck and Manny on Sunny at 80 at urlradio.net.
Good one, Stace.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.